Hey there, today I'm bringing you 12 minutes of exercise to strengthen the muscles of the upper body. And to strengthen those muscles, you're going to need a chair, a bench, or maybe a coffee table. Somewhere sturdy you can support yourself, and you want to make sure that when you come to this chair or bench, that it's not going to move when you support yourself up into a plank and when we move to our push-ups and our rows. So, pause the video if you need to, grab yourself something sturdy, and we're going to start seated. Whenever you're ready, you're going to sit yourself on your chair, your bench, or your coffee table. And as we work today, we're going to do 30 seconds at a time, 2 exercises back to back. We've got 3 big rounds made up of 3 minutes of exercise, 15-second rest in between those 1 minute. And let's get started with 30 seconds. Big arm circles to warm up those shoulders. We're going to really exaggerate these circles. Doesn't matter which direction you're moving, because at the bell you're going to switch. So just draw giant circles with your hands, straight arms, shoulders pulling back and down, belly button reaching up and in towards your spine, and really exaggerate that circle. Feel the movement through the shoulders, that rotation, and get ready to switch directions. Big arm circles. Let your hands feel heavy as you circle. So use some resistance on these big circles, like we're moving through water. You're going to get a 15-second rest at the bell, and then we're going to make these arm circles smaller. So in 5 seconds, stretch out those shoulders. And your next 30 seconds are going to look like this. 4 tiny circles forward, 4 tiny circles back, reach up, hands down, and then we'll do it again. So 4 little circles one direction, 4 the other, and then like you're doing a seated jack in your chair, a jump jack. Taking those arms up and down, really exaggerating that movement up and down. 4 tiny circles each direction, reach up and down. For 10 more seconds here, feeling those shoulders starting to fatigue a little bit. Stay with it. Now we're going to hold our hands out and press them down about halfway and then lift them up. So push them down like you're pushing sand out of the way and then lift them back up, stopping in line with those shoulders. We want to feel some resistance as we stop and as we press down. Keep those shoulder blades pulling towards those back ribs. Keep that belly button up towards the spine. And keep moving for 5 seconds. You're going to shake out those shoulders. Little rest. And then we're going to bend the elbows up outside the shoulders. Pull those shoulders down. And we're going to press in and then open back out. So we're going to start to work the shoulders along with the chest. So we're going to push in and then open back wide, bring those shoulder blades together. Push and then pull open. So a little bit slower as we press in and then really pull those shoulder blades in as you take the elbows out wide. Imagine there's a giant ball in front of you and you're trying to pop it. Push and then open. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to keep these elbows up. And we're going to reach those arms overhead. And then we're going to pull those elbows into the ribs. So reach up and then pull those elbows in by the ribs. Up and then pull down. Keep those shoulder blades pulling back and down. Those shoulders pulling away from the ears. And it's a big reach up and pull in. Making those arms feel a little tired. Maybe feeling them getting stronger. Let them drop until the bell. All right, make sure that your seat isn't going anywhere. We're going to start just by holding ourselves up in a plank. You've got about 30 seconds to get situated. Hands under shoulders. Shoulders over those wrists. Hips tucked down under. So we're going to try to make a long line from our shoulders down to our heels. You've still got a few seconds to shake it out. Loosen things up. Those arms need a little stretch. And then get ready to just hold this elevated plank. Belly button up and in, hips down, shoulders back and down. Bring those shoulders up over the wrist. Load those shoulders. Work that core a little bit. And now squeeze through the back of the arms as well. Try to really lock your elbows here. If you feel yourself creeping back, come forward just a little bit more. You got it. 10 more seconds at the bell. We're going to turn our fingers in just a little bit, about 45 degrees. And we're going to drop down into a pulsing push-up. So elbows out, chest down just a little bit. And we're just going to hold this little pulse. So about halfway down and 3/4 of the way up. Little pulse. 15 more seconds. Maybe you're breathing a little heavier. Maybe your heart rate is going up just a little bit. That's great. 5 more seconds. You'll have 15 seconds to shake it out. We're going to keep working the shoulders, keep working the core a little bit. We're going to move more into the back. So we're going to find that plank, bringing those shoulders over the wrist. One elbow is going to reach up towards the ribs and then tap it back down. Bring the hand up by the shoulder, tap it back down. Try to keep those hips square. Try to keep the shoulders square. The hand that is staying on your seat, that arm is working really hard to keep you steady. And the hand that's reaching up, feel that shoulder blade pulling in towards the spine. Activate the upper back and get ready to switch sides. Other side here. Engage those glutes. Of course, if you need to lift the hips just a little bit, go ahead. Try to keep those shoulders forward and square. Core is on tight. Pull that elbow up and in. Pull that shoulder blade in towards the spine. 10 more seconds. We got it. Don't forget to breathe. 3 more seconds. And then a 15-second break. We're going to put our push-up with our row. So we'll be back in our plank. Fingers in just a little bit. Push up as far as you can. Bring one arm up. Push up. And switch. 30 seconds. Let's go. Maybe it's a baby push-up. Maybe those feet are coming in closer under those hips. That's okay too. Make sure you're alternating the row. You've still got about 12 seconds. Working the chest, arms, shoulders, back, core. When you hear the bell, we're holding our plank. 30 more seconds. Bring those shoulders forward. Drop those hips down. Find that long line. Engage those triceps. They're getting a big workout next. So let's make sure they're primed for that workout. 15 more seconds. Do you still feel those shoulders working? Breathe. 8 more seconds. And then you get to sit back down. A nice long 45-second break. Stretch out those arms. Whew, take a seat, maybe get a sip of water. So we're going to work the back of the arms, a little bit of the lower core. You're going to have your hands under your shoulders and your fingers forward. You can wrap those fingers around the front of your seat and pull those shoulders back and down. Walk your feet forward a little bit because we're going to slide our hips up away from the seat and just support yourself lifted strong through the back of the arms. Get ready. You're going to join me at the bell. Here we are. Lift yourself up. Take the weight out of your feet and into your arms. Draw your belly button in. Pull those shoulders back. Proud chest here. And breathe. If it starts to get to be too much for those wrists, you can sit and lean back, keeping those arms tight, those fingers forward, weight in the arms. And you can do our next move from that same position or with hips in front. We're just going to pulse, little dips, bending the elbows. Now here, we want our elbows going back and in. Shoulders down, weight in your palms. Not in the feet. Stay with it, stay with me. For 5 more seconds. And then you get a 15-second break to stretch it out. Sit back on your chair. Whew. All right. We're going to support ourselves back up on those arms. Maybe they're going to be behind you and you're going to lean into them. That's okay too if you need to keep those hips light on the chair. If not, slide them forward and we're all going to pick up one leg and then the other. Make sure that the hips aren't twisting, the upper body is still, the back of the arms are engaged, belly button is pulled in tight. And if at any time you need to sit, lean back and lift one knee, then the other. Keep those arms engaged. We're going to add a dip, a lean back and a knee lift. Lean back, knee lift. So hips can be off the bench and you can dip down, lift the knee. If you want more out of these last 20 seconds, lift the knee as you bend the elbows and really load the back of the arms here. You choose the intensity for about 5 more seconds, and then you can sit on your bench. You can shake out those arms. We only have 1 minute left. Almost done. So, we're going to bring those hands in front, prayer hands, and we're going to push those palms together. Feel the chest activate, and then pull those hands towards your chest. 3, 2, 1, press them forward. Pull them in. 3, 2, 1, press out. So elbows come in, chest stays lifted, press out, pull in. We're pushing into those palms. And breathe. We are almost done. Feel those biceps, feel the chest. How about we finish? 4 little circles, both directions. Reach up, reach down. 4 little circles. And then big arms up and down. Try to keep active through those arms. Keep them as straight as you can here. Keep those shoulders pulling back and down. 5 more seconds, you're almost done.
Activity completed.
That's it, 12 minutes. Stronger upper body right there. If you've got a little bit more time for your day, why don't you throw on another video? If not, get back to that busy day. Thanks again for joining me here at 12 Minute Fit, and I'll see you next time.